Came a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. And it's still that way. For a day.
Took my time to get this shine, but I still skipped the line. I realized I'm still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it. I made it look easy, juice, but it ain't easy believing the truth. You know I'm dropping them all, Bruce. Give you a clue and I'm counting. If it get loose, my driller, we might as well truce. Just for a little boost. Yeah, my new bitch, Canadian goose. I know you lose him, how you get him, I won't take him. Yeah, I told him, I make money, money don't make. Change my life or being me, so why would I fake? They try to take my flow, don't with no plagiarists. We could solve it if that's the problem. I was getting guala, I said problem. I was rocking babes when I seen y'all rocking times. When you feel like this, no, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skipped the line. I realized I'm still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I wanna be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. All around me true, but I'm no island, peninsula maybe. Makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls. Here's Jordan. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent. Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now here's Johnson.
Chicago foul. Kyle Macy. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Parrish. Uses the glass on the layup.
Tell you what, with his size and soft touch, Parrish is a very reliable option on the inside.
Pass to Macy. Fires it. Jordan misses.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Ainge. Pure from three-point range.
Ainge is such a versatile player, but that's his bread and butter right there. He's really a good shooter from distance.
Jordan, a good look. Cans it with nobody near him. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Uncovered. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Boy, the quick release. Bird gets that shot off in an instant. He was ready and waiting to strike.
From deep, Jordan connects from downtown. Jordan's got 7 points.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
It's Johnson with a drive. Parrish, no good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Macy. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
McHale, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Jordan inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here are the Celtics. Pass to Bird. Misses the layup. And it's Green with the ball for the Bulls. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, although he's young, Jordan has already proven he belongs and he's here to stay. Athletic, creative. This guard does not lack confidence one bit.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And the Celtics call time here. Boston trailing. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bird. All alone. Jump shot is good.
Boy, the jump shot of Bird is so pure. He's got his mechanics down, textbook style.
Down low. Here's Jordan. Misses off the left iron. 1:41 left in the opening quarter. To the middle. Parrish. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Look, it's not easy to intimidate Parrish inside. I don't care how physical you get with him. He maintains his cool.
Here's Jordan. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Here's Bird. Rebounded by Gervin.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
.59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Jordan sees the opportunity that time to get on the fast break and makes it happen.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Parrish, no good. Pass to Jordan. With some arc. Here's Macy. Here's Gervin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From outside, off the mark. Here's Bird. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow. I agree. I mean, and to have the composure.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude. Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Boston with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Out left to the wing. Count that one. Bird's got 9 points.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
Here's Ainge. Sends it home from three-point land. Ainge has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Jordan with the bucket.
Jordan has the talent, the drive, and the stamina to do this on a nightly basis. Absolutely relentless.
To the inside. Parrish. And he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well. You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Kept alive. Here's Oakley. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Bird. Here's McHale. Tries again. And another shot. And it's good on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 8.
As we like to say, a guy like McHale is a... Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time
right there. Big time. Woo. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Parrish with a rebound. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Johnson. Here's Bird. Three-pointer, no good. And so here is Chicago. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Ainge. Here's Bird. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 4. Shot's good by McHale.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Jordan. Here's Macy. Jordan inside. He's off on the layup.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And here's Chicago. Jordan with it. 15 points in the game.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Parrish, no good. Here's Gervin. No points so far. Now Jordan. No good off the glass.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Inside.
Great job by McHale creating contact by being physical himself.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first.
Shooting for Boston, Kevin McHale.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bulls trail by 10. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Green. Now here's Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Jordan's got 17 points.
Operating close to the rim, very comfortable for Michael Jordan. He knows exactly how to capitalize.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. And it's Kite missing. Here's Gervin. Oakley. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by McHale.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
And so it's Boston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Johnson on the wing. Oh, he tries a three. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. And just wasn't able to set up in time. Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Number 5, Bill Walton.
It's stolen by Green. And here's Jordan. He's got 19. Pass to Macy. Back to Jordan. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hard not to overcommit when you're locked up with Michael Jordan. He just gives you so many different looks, so hard to guard.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Pass to Green. Here's Oakley. Back to Green. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Johnson with it. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Green. The Bulls on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. For the lead. Macy, no good. Over to the left wing. Here's Bird. The three-pointer off the mark. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Back to Johnson. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 11. Chicago trailing here. Here's Jordan. Not going to go that time. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Ainge. He's got 6. Bird. Rebounded by Green. To the middle. To the left side wing. Johnson on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Bird, that's good.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
The Bulls trail by 5.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty. Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Boston making a switch here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Macy. Back to Jordan.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Oakley. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Taking low percentage shots, failing to make the next pass.
So both teams making some changes here.
Come on, fans. Come on, Chicago.
Here's Holden. 6 to shoot. Pass to Paxson. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Now the Celtics on the move. Johnson with a bucket. And now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Holden. And again, unable to change momentum here. Outside Johnson. To the inside. Out to the right wing. Bird. Three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Fields. The rebound, Celtics.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Bird, that's good. Bird's got 16 points now.
Bird able to power through that defense despite the contact. I thought his length helped him out there.
Pass to Paxson. Here's Holden. Here's Paxson. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics lead by 9. Driving to the basket. Here's Bird. He's got 16. Pass to Seasting. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front, up by 9. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. The Bulls trail by 9. Here's Macy. And now they decide to foul. Intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
Here's McHale. Shot clock at 5. The layup misses. Jordan goes in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
This is what Michael Jordan does best, using that athleticism to get to the bucket.
Pass to McHale.
Chicago foul. Kyle Macy. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's McHale. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You factor in the footwork and size of Kevin McHale and the post moves he has, really impressive. He's a hard guy to guard.
Both shots good from the strike. The Bulls trail by 7. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Jordan with the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's McHale. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. That gives him a double-double. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Macy. Down low. Here's Jordan. And there it is for him. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Pass to Gervin. Outside, Green. Here's Macy. Clock at 6. And here's Jordan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
Full foul. Michael Jordan. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Bird. Outside Johnson. They set the pick. Pass to Bird. Pulls it in from the elbow. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Bulls trail by 8. Here's Macy. No good on the 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And that one's good. Parrish.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Oh, he picked him clean. Now the Celtics on the move. Back to Johnson. Pass to Parrish. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's Gervin. Here's Oakley. The rebound by Ainge. Boston leading by 10. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. Drains the triple.
Boy, what a quick shot by Ainge, who gets the ball and doesn't waste any time knocking it down.
From deep, Jordan. The Bulls with another miss. And Boston has possession. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Shots good by McHale.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Chicago foul. Kyle Macy. Third personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
Here's Gervin. Buries it from 3. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Seasting. And there's the drive. It's stolen by Green. Here's Gervin. And he gets the bucket. Boston on offense. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Vincent. The layup off target.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Jordan misses. From deep three-point land. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like. Walking, she gon' make it. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. You just write it, pull the out the pantry. Take it, and I'm dancing. She bop like a. Like a candle, up in the car seat, hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. Burn up at the party. Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that coupe, boy, I keep that pump. We done went right this all the way to the sun. Get in the pot, get like a why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then the oak the supper. Why would you keep a little sucker? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like. Walk in, she gon' make it. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. You just write it, pull the out the pantry. They fly, they looking dummy. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But I got a TV hat, and that boy like a BB hat. How you don't see me hat? Push it like see me hat. Why you don't be me hat? But I'm creeping hat. In the genie hat.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. It's the Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Green. Siakam outside. Gasol inside. Lowry outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Siakam. He takes it in. And Siakam with the slam.
Driving in, Siakam can be such a menace for the defense. Hard to get in the way of his physicality.
George drives in. And George with the jam.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. And that one's good, Gasol.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Maxey with it. It's George on the wing. Pass to Embiid. There's the triple. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
Gasol with it. Leonard outside.
some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Leonard drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here are the 76ers. Embiid, high post. The kick out to Maxey. Pass to George. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. For three, Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
That's on the D there. You gotta chase Maxey off the three-point line.
Lowry surveys the D. Leonard outside. Pass to Gasol. And again, Toronto, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
They grab their own miss. Out to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Leonard. Out to the right wing. Back to Green. Leonard outside. Gasol up top. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. High arcing shot. And he lays it in. Gasol's got 5.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Gasol. Now here's Leonard. .125 left in the first quarter. George with a steal. Maxey with it. Picked up by Lowry. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. There's a minute 12 left now in the first quarter. Maxey attacking. Pass to Bona. 4 on the clock. Dunks it hard with one hand. makes it look easy.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Bona. Rebound, Toronto. Now Powell. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Maxey with it. Van Vliet covering. The kick out to Maxey. Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey. A shot from the high post. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Maxey's got 5 points.
Timeout, timeout. He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Siakam for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Clock at 6. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Outside Anunoby. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Inside, Embiid. Fires from deep. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Sixers leading. Butler surveying the floor. Embiid inside. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Butler. Leonard outside. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Lowry outside. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Sixers ball. Substitution on the court.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Screen by Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Strong finish by Embiid.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Pass to Leonard. And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Fires in the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Lowry. Siakam pulls down the board.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The kick out to Van Vliet. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam in the post. Lowry outside. .146 left in the first half. Van Vliet scanning the floor. There's the three. Lowry, no good. Lowry with it. Picked up by Lowry. Pass to Embiid. Leonard pulls down the board.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. A minute 20 left in the first half of this game. To the middle. Here's Oubre. And we're going to have a jump ball. Outside, Green. George with a steal. Maxey with it. Picked up by Lowry. Pass to Grimes. Oubre on the wing. And Drummond with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Gasol. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Maxey. Drummond with the screen. Goes back up. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Gasol. Lowry outside. Siakam the screen. Back to Gasol for the lead. And the three-pointer goes. Gasol's got 12 points.
And when Gasol gets to his spots, he can get hot fast. Love when he's being this aggressive on the offensive end.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Back to Lowry. Pass to Leonard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Toronto shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Siakam outside. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Leonard can't get it to go.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Leonard, left side. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Gasol. And again, Toronto, no good. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Toronto making a switch here. And he makes both free throws. Toronto trailing. Anunoby on the wing. He's scoreless. Gasol in the high post. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. He shoots. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gasol's got 5 points now this quarter. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Maxey. Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey, said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. So both teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Van Vliet outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Siakam. Drummond grabs the miss. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Council. He's covered by Siakam. Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
It's Van Vliet with a drive. And Anunoby for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. And the Raptors lead by 1. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays. Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Anunoby. Gasol with it. No good with a layup. Lowry surveys the D. Outside Walker. Inside. Here's Drummond. Now here's Lowry. Guarded by Van Vliet. And there's a pick. Here's McCain. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Walker's shot is off. Down low. And Siakam with the slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Here's Gasol. No good on the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Lowry. Outside Walker. Back to Lowry. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And now a 3-point 76ers lead. Here's Anunoby. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sixers ahead, leading by 3. We've got
31.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's George. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
And it's blocked by Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Leonard on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
George's shot is good. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Pass to Van Vliet. And here's Gasol. Shot clock at 3. Here's Leonard. Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
And Leonard drops them both. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the paint. Embiid. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for the Raptors.
Good on both. Now here's Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Maxey. Clock at 4. Here's Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And the Raptors making a change here.
Third team foul. Into the line.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
Number 43.
Pass to Green. From deep. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Green's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Sends it home from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
The big man out ahead. Indeed, I see you showing those wheels.
Siakam outside. Right side Green. Out to Lowry. No good with the triple. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Maxey, that's good.
What you love about Max is he plays with so much energy, it's hard to keep up with.
Leonard for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
He drops it from range. Georgia's got 7 points for the quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. Lets a floater go. And Embiid with the lay-in. Embiid's got 20 points.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Embiid. Screen by Embiid. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Leonard for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Maxey. Basket counts.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
23 seconds left in the final quarter. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And there it is for them. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared.
Wood, key beat to lock. Hand me my keys, then I skate off the lot. Enemies retreat before we the block. Early morning, late night, Jay Leno. Run me my K girl some. Don't be the last straw that broke the back on the camo. Y'all know where I'm from. Shoo, Dale Lamo. Same troop, I just had to reheat it. They know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Keenan. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. Whole lot. I'm with all that. Whole lot. Whole lot. I'm with all that. I'm with all that.
We checked your file, you are not. No. You never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas. My Chiefs Taylor Swift stay red T2 pop. We be too Westwood, nose be too. Moving won't leave like tennis that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big back, tube sock. Fell in love with my mirror, everything your crew not. With the road wop, give. Why?
Same troop, I just had to reheat it. They know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Keenan. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. Whole lot. Whole lot. I'm with all that. Whole lot. Whole lot. I'm with all that. I'm with all that.
Yeah, I know Astro.
Yeah. Space up.
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Now here's DiVincenzo. There's the three. pure from three-point range. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
You believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by the Thunder. Gobert. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Pass to Dort. Here's Holmgren. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Edwards. Count it.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Reed. Randall deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Shot from the low post is good.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
Dort outside. And there's a pick. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Reed. Tipped away. Wiggins with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
To the inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Wiggins. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Shannon. Reed sets a screen. And he lays it up and in.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8 points now.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Down low. 4 seconds left. And it's Randall with the jam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Caruso outside. Clock at 6. Inside. Edwards looking for an opening. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And here's Edwards. Yep, that one's good. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Edwards. To the inside. Kicks it out to Clark. Outside, Ingles. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Here's Joe. Hartenstein with it. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Clark. And here's the fast break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
To the middle. Here's Reed. Outside for Randall. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Pass to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. .144 left in the first half of basketball. Outside for Dort. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Randall outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Ooh, that was a tricky move there by Randall, putting the defender off balance, and then you got that guy to foul him.
It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides. About the agility of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, able to get around that inside contact.
Reed for 3. Hits the trifecta. Reed's got 5.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. To the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 14 points for him. Back to Dort. For 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Randall. McDaniels a screen. Inside. Back to Randall. The layup misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Hartenstein. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
B.A., you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Yeah, that one's good. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Holmgren. Holmgren powers through traffic.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Thunder with a lead. Dort outside. Wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. So Dort's got 5.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Pass to Clark. The 3. Drains the triple. Clark's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Williams. Clark covers. Williams misses. Down low. Here's Gobert. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Some room here for Dort. Can't hit that one.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Back to Edwards. Outside, Ingles. Here's Gobert. Sinks that one from the post. He has 6.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Called in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota in the lead. Left side, Edwards. Fires for 3. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Left side, Joe. To the inside. Stolen by Reed. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Williams misses. And here are the Timberwolves. A big stretch here going. 10-2. McDaniels can't hit. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Wallace. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
17 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
With 4 on the clock. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And that's it for the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Minnesota with possession here. They lead by 4. Drives to the hoop. And is blocked. Here's the break. Here's Williams. Clark grabs the board. And here are the Timberwolves. Back to Randall. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams punches it home.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Randall, good.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Now here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Williams uses the glass on the layup.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Now Clark. And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. That one goes in.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Back to Gobert. It doesn't go for him. Oklahoma City trailing. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
To the middle. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And it's Holmgren missing. It's Edwards on the wing. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. They grab their own miss. Outside Edwards. Outside DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
They're pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Dort. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Edwards, so good inside. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
With 3, DiVincenzo. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
And I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now here's Edwards. Martenstein pulls it in. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Hartenstein, no good. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Now the Timberwolves with it. Now here's Edwards. Inside. Here's Randall. Yes!
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. And a two-handed jam.
And we see the speed and power. And Williams shows off on that one.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. To the inside. Hartenstein. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he makes a first. That one's no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Lou Dort picks one up.
Yeah, momentum and commitment on the drive from Edwards. Going inside and running right into a foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Shea with a step. Can't connect from short range. And Minnesota with possession here. Randall outside. And we played just over a minute here in overtime. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
So much pressure at the line in this situation. Great job blocking out the noise and tying this one up.
Picked by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot.
That is what I'm talking about.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Holmgren with the tough bucket.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Down low. Back to Edwards. Randall on the screen. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards. And stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Up top, Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
To the middle. DiVincenzo with the steal. They've got numbers. He connects.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. Now here's Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Randall. Over Williams. It's good!
This is who you go to in the clutch. Randall stepping up big time.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Oh, he missed it!
You can't read me my rights. I don't wanna you ain't even my type. Wait to see me in person, then type. Only person ever put fear in me is Christ. Getting parked when I sending out kites. Flying it up. Who got the diamond cut? Finger got paper cuts. Is you mind or what? You know I'm a Mac, this might be the final cut, the final touch. The game could get cold, we decking the halls if you ever sign this up. I'm just being me, don't be mad at me. Me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up broke, that's blasphemy. Forecast. Used to play Dreamcast. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. Since I was sick, flying first class, I'm birds, but it took bird bash. No yellow brick road, I had a dirt pad. That's my she gon' tell you I'm a dirt bag. Eating to the paper since PC had word pad. Tables might turn, but I still gotta serve that. Made the wrong step, might end up with a toe tag. Boy, being broke ain't even in my vocab. Making big moves like Big Mama. Javinci shirt spent 600. Make it rain on them all summer. Baby, go and get that rent money. She just came back from Amsterdam. See the big cam, all see the cash. Waving, never give it. Just being be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V pouch at capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up broke, that's blasphemy. Forecast. 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 Used to pay dream cash. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast. 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 Used to pay dream cash. Forecast. Who eating less DoorDash? Forecast.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, was missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind when it's given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, He told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it stack to the ceiling. I had to stamp my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission. I can make Steven want to see the vision. You never mix feelings with the business.
I'm in business mode.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Now here's Murray. Outside, Porter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Jokic on top. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
To the middle. Pass to Brown. Murray outside. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Hartenstein with it. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. They set the screen. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. That shot off. Good D by Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Screen by Hartenstein. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Good on the shot.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
The kick out to Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jokic a screen. Inside. It's blocked. It's Williams with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And Williams no good on that one. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Down low. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. And it's good for 2.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
To the left side wing. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter.
18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin. and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And stolen by Watson. Castanagi knocks it loose. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Wiggins. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Back to Porter. And stolen by Williams. And they're pushing it up. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Nuggets trailed by 4. Westbrook with it. And it's Wallace picking him. Najee, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Screen by Hartenstein. Lets it fly. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
To the inside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Westbrook.
2 minutes.
Pass to Porter. Here's Pickett. Outside Westbrook. Here's Porter. And he hits it to tie the game up. Porter's got 6.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. On offense, here are the Thunder. Williams inside. Here's Hartenstein. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. And here's Gordon. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down. Please.
1:12 left now here in the second. It's Williams high post. He has 5. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Dort gets it to go.
When you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Here's Murray going inside.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Holmgren. And it's Denver with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And taken away by Wallace. Outside Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Murray. He's got 12. On the wing, Murray. With 1 on the clock. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 1. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holmgren's got 5 points so far. The Nuggets trailed by 3. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. And it's good from the elbow. Jokic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Smooth like butter. Jokic can make you pay from anywhere.
Now here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, he's sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
The Thunder with the lead. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Brown pulls it down. Murray with it. Williams picks him up. Murray, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Dan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Denver making a switch here. Down low. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Here's Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Just so physical inside. Even with contact, Jokic able to fight through it.
Pass to Caruso. And the Thunder, another three.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Inside. Nice move. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And the officials will call the illegal shooting right there.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
The Nuggets trail. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 10.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
It's Jokic inside.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Williams. Good defense by Jokic.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Porter. Pass to Jokic. For the lead. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Dort. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Westbrook missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams with the ball. 10 points for him. Outside Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets.
46.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Chanchan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Chanchan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Here's Caruso. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Najee. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
Jang a screen. Here's Caruso. And they get it back. Williams with a clean look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Westbrook. To the inside. Najee, good. Najee's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
Pass to Chanchan. Traps in the tray. Chanchan's got 5 points now this quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
To the paint. Here's Jones. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Denver leading by 9. Pass to Chanchan. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Now Westbrook. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Brown. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They've picked up 11 straight. Inside. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 11. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pass to Brown. Outside for Murray. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of guy.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear
again, trying to pattern this G. It's been OT nights, bit far from the den, trying to get big checks and the cash flow ski. A couple boys on the block, man, I've been lapping on locals and socials, man, it's looking all hot. Tell the youth to stay off the violence and make peace, don't worry about. I'm just keeping it real, man, you know my dough, trust me, big words to my pops. In the yard at the ends with the broski, man, you know me, I'm taking. Don't talk like you know my thing when you're around my I send you to the shops. My bro just came uptown with the latest trends and a few odd cops. In a vintage whip, just gliding, stay sliding in a coupe drop top. Hey, baby girl, I got Tino Tetley. Wait, tell me why you never come check me. You tell me that I'm way too spendy. Wait, babes, I'm just too flexy. I got eyes on my chest, that's Fendi. Step to a high class. And I'm still in the tech fees. My bro got a coupe, that's a Bentley. Money come nice, get plenty. Got a foreign little baddie in the crew with the face caked up, but you know that's. Took a snap in the E-class coupe, now she tryna ask who's picking up in the Benz. Come off that flex, man, I'm not tryna flirt, man, you know I'm just friendly. These times, man, I might with the lose on the way to a crib, so she know I step pricey. Her old man left like a weirdo, I'm a hero, money ain't nothing like me. Can't force my flex at the function, do it nicely, be subtle, man, lightly. Got my game back in like 010, but man, YGs, I'm in love with the 90s. Don't show me no stripes, my bro, man, that's not like me, only step in the Nikes. You say my bro got a check, but I said allow it, man, just spend that wisely. Don't flex your checks on Snapchat or IG, don't do it on IG. Lie, bro, yeah, don't do it on IG.
Hey, yo, band play.
Hey, I just went by the watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show how these my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I got on me could've went by the Williams, the Rudy's a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying clothes, got still in the packages. If he say that he robbed me, he capping me. Really no throw sevens like Kaepernick. You not blind and you see that we have it. Known in my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from in the cabinet. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I out the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich. No, I'm with some elegance. I'm with it some with a post, so I hope that you hesitant. If they make them wish that they never most of these just they be telling me. Man, I'm finna take over, I'm stamping it. How you this shit they selling ain't ready. Left your dog in that rain and ain't help with it. How is you solid, you ain't never dealt with it. You see me, I come different, I'm blessed with it. We ain't got the rollie, it go with my necklace. 30 for both, you could you mess with it. Can't do the show if it don't gotta check with it. Dean Popo, I swear they irrelevant. Hating like I don't know, that's really jealous. Knowing they mad that they no longer next to me. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I out the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich.
What up, Energy? It's Rio, legendary. Catch it flipping at the light, make his car stop. Hit his engine block and cut the car off.
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's the Bucks to start out. Now Lillard. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Three-pointer, Holiday. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Lopez, a good look. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Knocks down the long J.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Holiday. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning. Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Boston leading by 3. Here's the 3. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The Bucks trail by 5. Lillard right side. Pass to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. On defense, the Celtics. And that one's good. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by Lopez.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And he recovers it. Brown with the steal. Here's Porzingis. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Tatum can't hit. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Fires high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team spacing. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Prince. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Tatum pulls it in. And it's the Celtics ball. Holiday with the ball. And it's Kuzma picking him up. On the wing, Tatum. He has 7. Misfires on the corner 3.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
The 3, here's Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Pass to Tatum. Looking to win the run. It's cleared by Damian Lillard.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Brown with the steal. For three, Porzingis. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Milwaukee out in front.
15.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. To the middle. Holiday has the open look. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Yeah, well, Holiday has plenty of shots up his sleeve, and that includes the mid-range jumper.
There's the screen by Kuzma. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo outside.
And you want more of this from Tatum. Able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
Pass to Prince. Here's Lillard. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Take it away! A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Oh, tough shot, Lillard. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Portis gets the bucket. And now an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time, finding his teammate for the great look.
Pass to Horford. Here's Shireman, guarded by Trent. Here's Hauser. Shoots over Connaughton. Excellent D there from Connaughton. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Shireman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. For three. Pritchard, no good. Milwaukee leading by 10. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
To win the run, Horford gets it done inside.
The value of a big man with Horford's quickness can't be overstated. He takes full advantage of the rebound opportunity.
For for three. Here's Lillard. Horford pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game. Trent for three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Craig with a screen. Pritchard, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Here's Pritchard. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Sometimes a pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Pass to Trent. Porter looks it over. Back to Trent. Wide open look. Boston with a rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
The baseline J. Horford outside. Here's Hauser. Over Trent. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
We're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Did just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Boston with some changes. Celtics trail by 11. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Tatum. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's about as shifty a player as I've ever seen one. I mean, Lillard has a firm grasp of how to operate within those screens.
Now here's White. Still no points. Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum from long range. Connects from downtown.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. And he's going for the Jason Tatum. Go up and get it.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Well, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. The three, and the call over the back.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by White. Back to Prince. Out to Lillard. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Tatum, good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Gary Trent Jr.
Milwaukee leading by 11. They set the pick. Pass to Lillard from the stripe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Lillard's got 17.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 15.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? It's an absolute bomb.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And Holiday powers it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Holiday from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis for three. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Lillard looking around. Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot. Of energy for Milwaukee. 8. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 10-point game. Trent outside. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The Bucks leading by 10. Pass to Sims. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Tatum can't hit. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Portis outside. High post Green. Here's Sims. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He does not get the second one. Celtics trail by 12. Outside Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Sims. Here's Milwaukee. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Back to Porter. Trent with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From down low. Shoots from 12. That one's wide left. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And Brown with the stuff.
Nobody's going to catch Brown in the open court like that. Nobody.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for the Bucks. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Lillard. From 13. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Celtics trail by 8. Porzingis surveying the floor. Outside Tatum. Over on Antetokounmpo. Boston again missing. Lillard right side. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Kuzma. The 3 is up. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Offensive board. Antetokounmpo outside. Prince with the bucket.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Back to Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. Here's Prince. Lillard left side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Celtics trail by 14. Porzingis for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bucks.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Damian Lillard.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-4 run. Lillard right side. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Prince. This one for three. That one doesn't drop. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Lillard outside. Pass to Prince. Lillard outside. Now Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. The three from Prince. The shot no good. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. They have...
Come with me, they gon' maneuver with me. Ask how many inside of this car, it's like 250.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I stop and pocket profit every time I push a pen? But I do not push a pen. The pen and the pen that imprison all my kin and my partners and my friends. The politicians that sponsor the prisons that they in. I got partners coming home from rocking 20 in the pen, trying to make amends with baby mamas, get to know they kids. And they cannot sell them. Law won't let them in, man. Them let us out, but will not let us in. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I stop and pocket profit every time I push a pen? But I do not push a pen. The pen and the pen that imprison all my kin and my partners and my friends. The politicians that sponsor the prisons that they in. That include the...
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Mavericks are coming to town. We are here in Milwaukee. Home court advantage for the Bucks. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Now Irving after the missed three from Lopez. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Lillard missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and verticality. I mean, Davis, one of the very few.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Giannis. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Back to Lillard. To the paint. Trent outside. Just 5 to shoot. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper. Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the inside. Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Thompson. The three. Another three for Dallas.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
Pass to Lopez from 18 feet away. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Boy, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Irving attacking. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Irving. And he converts the layup. Gafford's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And good as it paddles through the hoop.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Out to Thompson. Here's the three. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 9.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 7. And the Mavericks, 19. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And Lillard gets it to go. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
To the middle. Here's Giannis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Mavericks making a switch here. Dallas leading by 6. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. They set the screen. Davis using his size.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Lopez. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Dallas. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
It's rebounded by Dallas. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here are the Mavericks now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving looking for an opening. Shoots over Lillard. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Bucks trailed by 10. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Lillard's got 13 points.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
They get the rebound. Lively's shot is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Snatched up. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lively's shot is off. Lillard outside. The shot. No good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Timeout, timeout.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Bucks trailed by 5. Lopez a screen. Lillard outside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple. Mavericks leading by 5. Irving attacking from deep Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Washington's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Mavs. And it's Trent in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And the Bucks miss again. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
On the wing, Davis. And they double up Davis. Pass to Gafford. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Lillard surveying the D. Here's Lopez. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Lopez has got 6 points.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the three ball is good. 15 points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. And Davis pulls it down.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Giannis outside. Pass to Trent. The wide open look here for Lopez. Misses the three. Dallas leading by 9. Thompson in the corner. Now Gafford. Back to Davis. The kick out to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Thompson. There's the three. Thompson with the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Dallas.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Down low. Lopez with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like
45. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Lopez. Nobody near Lillard. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 21.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Out to the wing. Here's Gafford. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
The kick out to Irving. Now, here's Washington. To the left wing. Outside, Irving. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Washington. The 3. They get it again.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Trent outside. Lopez. Back to Trent. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Prince outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Now here is Irving. Davis sets a screen. Fires top of the key. And he drops that one in. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Milwaukee with the rebound. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Shots good by Gafford.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Lillard missing. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Out to the right wing. Poked loose. And stolen by Lillard. Pulls it up. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 10. Pass to Johnson. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land. 3 points. Thompson's got 21.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Lillard on top. The trade. And again, the Bucks miss. And the Mavericks with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Klay Thompson.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Outside Irving.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
The first free throw is good.
Kyrie Irving, 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 15-point game. Bounce pass, Lopez. Here's Giannis. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Irving.
Milwaukee foul. Damian Lillard. 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Dallas. Kyrie Irving.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Trent off the drive. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This
Fucking sniping. Look at that shit. Fucking sniping.
Styles incomplete on the beat, you know. Ride around with 100 on with Forgiato on his head, put a water on another soccer fiend. Me and cash change a whole